Happy New Year and welcome to this special episode number 60. Ksenia, how are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Rick. I'm doing good. So I just got back from 10 days out of office mode and pretty excited to be back. This is the first episode of this new year, special episode. So I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I had some proper chill as well, even though I'm notorious for breaking my holiday time. I started working 3 days before I came back in. But in the middle, I properly chilled out and was not distracted by things. So I loved it. I kind of like that a lot better, the actual chilling out. So, didn't get to do anything super fun like you did. We were talking earlier about some cool activities you did, but relaxing is a pretty cool activity for me.
Yeah, right. But you know what? I can't imagine how I was impressed by the amount of content that was created on Community Hub during our absence, because usually it's someone, either me or you, and someone is looking and, watching the community. And this time we were out both.
And the community was so strong. We're going to break our record in spectacular fashion, 2 1/3 times over. So crazy talk.
Crazy talk. So let's get it started. And I would like to start with Rasmus and his series of videos. It's VMCA 2022 Practice Exam Questions Walkthrough. And can you imagine, Rick, that Rasmus put together 26 videos and he published 26 posts on the Community Hub containing each video. And what's cool about that you have a question about some special, about question number 5. You go into the post of number 5, you have a conversation about the questions that you have.
This is incredible, Rasmus. Thank you for sharing this. I can tell you now that I'm prepping Veeam on and some of the other things that there's so much hunger in the market for the VMCE and VMCA credentials. And this VMCA 2022, this one's new. So we have just this extra resource new for this year. And no one better than Rasmus to share this information. So, truly, Rasmus, thank you so much for sharing here.
Thank you so much. And I mean, if we only share all the posts that Rasmus put together, we'll break the rule already. So
we have a half a year of content just from this.
Exactly. Okay, so another one that I would like to share, and again, today I would like to bring more, discussions and everything that probably people who had some type of vacation, New Year, winter holidays as well, probably could miss. And this one was delivered by Melissa. This is discussion, and she started discussion about patching. So why patch testing is terrible, what makes it terrible, and good conversation is here,
Yeah, it's terrible on the front end, and it's even more terrible on the back end. Patch testing and doing these updates, these are one of those disciplines of IT that we're supposed to do. And the hard part is it is hard to test. Now, she's cheekily talking about the orchestrator product can help you with that, as well as the data lab in general. But when you think about why do we need to do this, keep in mind that the top 3 modes of entry for ransomware, one of them, it's the bottom of those 3, but one of them is exploiting known vulnerabilities, right? We've all heard about the 0 days and stuff. So it's terrible, but it needs to happen. So why can we not do it a little bit smarter? And over at Melissa's blog, she talks a lot about the orchestrator product. So we have tools to help you with that here at Veeam.
Exactly. And to everyone who's watching, if you have any ideas or your feedback on that, please share in comments, right? We'd like to hear your perspective.
Indeed.
Okay. Another post was delivered by Ragnar, and it's mostly like a warning and to let community know that there was a error which is currently fixed, and we already got a KB, and also Ragnar added an R&D forums post here. But yeah, because usually we always share even if we have some bugs or errors or something that fail, we always keep an eye on it and share with audience that okay, we are aware, we're currently working on something, preparing a hotfix for the issue, and etc. So this time it happened with Office 365 backup. But you'll have all their details that needed in the post.
Yeah, the KB link at the bottom is the one that matters the most. This is just the nature of SaaS. It's going to change upon us. That's just an innovative product, and it'll potentially break how the backups are made. I like that we're able to respond very quickly with these hot fixes. So they've happened as really I can think back a number of times here with Microsoft 365 where we've had to have these urgent patches come out. This one's no exception. Thanks for sharing this, Regnor.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Okay, the next one was created by Chris Childerhouse, and some of you know that he created the book Master and Veeam Backup Replication. It was version 10 last year, right? And this year he announced that new book is ready, and now it's Master and Veeam Backup Replication version 11. Rick, could you please share a little bit more about that? Because I know that you were involved into that. Let's say this way. Let's put it this way.
Chris asked me, I helped out on both the V10 and the V11 books to do the technical edit. And it's just a review. I'm not going to come through, and this is very important for the listeners and the readers of the book. I don't come through with the heavy pen of the Veeam message and things like that when it's a community book, an external author. I'm just looking for the base rights and wrongs, and, I go through with a very light edit. This is definitely Chris's voice that's coming through in this book. And also over in France, Nicolas Bonnet is writing one in French as well. So we have two books that are coming very soon, and had the opportunity to work with Chris again on that. I think it was actually Thursday or Friday of last week we sent the last chapter in. So it's coming very soon.
So yeah, I know that like last week it's been still vacation for you, and you've been checking the book and the last chapters, and you just said that.
Yeah, whoops. They're paying me anyways. I might as well work.
Okay, so another discussions that I wanted to share, it's Mikul Paul sharing the free training on secure AWS S3. I would say there are not that many free trainings that were shared here in the community, and I found this pretty interesting. There is a link to this, so you can check it out. And especially for those who are into this cloud, I mean, I just started my AWS training, so I shared it with you before New Year. But of course, I'm at the very beginning, basics and everything. But who knows, one day maybe I will try this one as well. So yeah, pretty cool.
And this is a good one. I think it's the most important part is because it's about securing these resources, right? That's a emerging discipline. We've all seen the leaky bucket report, which is publicly exposed buckets of data. You don't want to be that person, especially when it comes to Veeam backup data. I want to check this out. I didn't know about this. So thank you, Michael, for sharing this one.
Yeah, thank you. And now I have two more tabs, Kubernetes Corner representing. And first post was delivered by Jan Kang. And he's doing his short videos, 3 minutes to protect containers on ECP, 3 minutes to protect containers on VMware. Now, he's actually creating a list of helpful videos, how to protect containers on different platforms. And this time, he's talking about how to protect containers on Alibaba Cloud ACK.
Yeah, so this is actually important in a lot of ways. You can quickly see a theme both in the related posts and this one, is that with Kasten K10 by Veeam, it's very easy to start protecting Kubernetes clusters on the mainstream Kubernetes orchestration platforms. Now, I get a lot of questions, Ksenia, about the Ali Cloud, right, which is very popular in APJ, which is where Yongkang is based, and the ACK, the Kubernetes platform there, ready to go, works with Kasten K10. So I think it's great to have this yet another resource here. And you could see some of the related posts, TKG, ECP. Michael Cade likes to say Kubernetes is hard enough. Kubernetes backup should be easy. And that's where Kasten K10 comes in for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And one more pause that I wanted to share. So, Jeff Burke, he's our contributor, very active contributor on Kubernetes Corner, and he's super experienced with Kubernetes and doing different blogs, reviews, and everything. And I wanted to highlight it because he's also doing lots of courses and training. I mean, Jeff, and he shared with us this Code Cloud Engineer. I love the way the cloud again, this K, fancy K. And the point is that it's free resource, which is pretty cool because, again, lots of resources out there. And I believe that now we have probably from 10 to 20 resources, free resources shared in Kubernetes Corner already. Maybe we should do some post combining all of them. And that's
interesting.
Yeah.
There's plenty of stuff on Kubernetes Corner on the Veeam site here. And I'm convinced that this area of the community will be very important to guide the existing IT audiences to the cloud native apps world. Jeff, Michael, Yongkang, these are very instrumental people to help us go there. So yet another great resource right here.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot, Jeff, for sharing, and thanks everyone for sharing and for your contribution and for keeping all these discussions and everything while Rickatron and I were away on vacation. But I have one more piece of news to share. It's from special department. We have this, section in our Veeam community recap. So in 1 month, approximately, I would say that we are aiming mid-February for this. We'll be announcing the new class of Veeam Legends. That means that we'll be renewing the current class of legends that were chosen 1 year ago. It's actually with the very first legends.
So it's the first renewal opportunity for the first class. And then the second intake, it's a 1-year term. So we'll get into this perpetual renewal and onboarding with it.
Exactly. And also probably there will be some new faces. I mean, I hope so. We'll see. That's just an announcement that we're looking forward to that will be happening in February. So now you're aware, and hopefully you look forward to this too. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you, Rickatron, for all your insight. Thank you for joining, and thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you in community.